It's sophomore year in high school. I'm not doing too well in my communications class. Some of this is due to procrastination, but also due to a group project that just isn't quite working out. But I still have one project that can save my grade, a photography project. I've taken my pictures and I've already returned the camera I've rented out. Now all I have to do is develop them. Another student and I eventually get called into the darkroom, and when you're in the darkroom, you can't see anything, let alone the film you're trying to roll up into a small metal reel. So after a few minutes, I think I'm finally done until I feel the reel and I notice that I've rolled the film up lopsided. So now I have to unravel it and start over. Things are going much better now and I can feel myself coming to the end. So I go to look down at my film to see how much I have left, and I can see that I only have one more revolution. And that's when I realized that I could see my film. Someone had opened the door to the darkroom and light got in, and that's all it takes to ruin film, just a little bit of light. With digital photography, that is something you will never have to worry about. In the late 1800s, photographs were taken on celluloid. This was a highly flammable material. It wasn't until the early 1950s that motion pictures started using the standard film stock known today. In the last decade or so, movies have begun to change over to digital film. Movies like 28 Days Later, Star Wars Episode 2, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico were some of the first successful movies to be made digitally. One of the things that makes digital film unique from previous types of film is that the image is composed of pixels instead of film grain. The more pixels, the better the quality. Something else that sets it apart from regular film is that you're able to see the product immediately. You don't need to worry about exposing the film correctly. You can actually see what the finished image will look like on the spot. A film editor's job is also much easier. They no longer have to cut and paste. It can all be done on a computer. More than half the movies made before the 1950s have been lost. They were lost due to film deterioration and improper maintenance. With digital film, all you need is a good hard drive. With each year, it is becoming more and more popular to shoot with digital cameras. It's no longer the smaller budget movies or found footage movies that are made with digital cameras, but also comedies like Superbad and comic book movies like Sin City as well. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button and Slumdog Millionaire were both shot digitally. Each were nominated for an Academy Award for Best Cinematography. In fact, Slumdog Millionaire went on to win the Oscar in 2009 for Best Cinematography. Now, even big blockbusters like Avatar and Avengers are being shot digitally. With the advent of digital photography, the act of making movies has become more accessible to the public. Most camcorders available at stores like Walmart and Target can produce a good image, and they are reasonably priced. Heck, most people will even get upset if their phone doesn't have a camera on it. Quite simply, I believe that digital photography is just the next evolution of cinema.